How you too? I wanted to come on here and just talk to you guys, because, like, for one, I just felt like, um, I was just, well, let me say this. I was just sitting here, like, meditating or whatever, and just thinking, and it's like I was guided to put on the camera because I feel like somebody need to hear this message. Like, it's just like some people, like I can't even find the words because it's like gonna be so unbelievable. Like people not gonna even be able to find the words to say when you really step into your power, and not to say that you're not in your power already, but like fully like in your on your grind, in your mission, just knowing what it is you're doing and doing it, and you find like a sense of routine and comfortability, like you know what you do. But I was hearing like, oh, like you're an amateur. They think you're an amateur. That's what I was hearing. They think you're an amateur. So it's like I feel. Excuse me, if my voice is a little dry. I just feel like it's a lot going on. Yeah, but I just feel like everybody start from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So if people watching your videos and they looking like, oh, she sound like a newbie, like she don't really know what she talking about. Like it's like one, like I said, everybody start from somewhere, you know, and everybody's path is different. Everybody's story gonna be different. Everybody's reading is gonna be different. We are all uniquely built, and um, once, like I said, once you see that 100% and you get into your power, you really form your routine and get into your power. It ain't gonna be nothing a motherfucker can say to you or about you. Well, it's always gonna be somebody else. Somebody is always gonna find something to say. That's what I'm hearing. Like it don't even matter, but it's like by then they gonna know they just speaking like from a place of jealousy. Like that's what I'm hearing. But yeah. Another thing I want to speak on is I know some people might feel like, oh, tarot is a new thing. Everybody's doing tarot or whatever the hell. Like, oh, she just, I don't know what people think. Like, oh, she just got that out of her ass. She just started. Like, first of all, growing up, um, I was never religious. You get what I'm saying? I used to always say, like, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I'm spiritual. And it was always like, I was saying that not even, I was saying it with the understanding that yes, there is a higher power, and I don't know what it looks like or what it is, but I deem it God, you know, and it's not a human, like it's a higher power, it's a higher source. We cannot see it, it's a spirit. So That's where I got into the routine of saying that I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. So with people, or and this to resonate, I'm saying this for a reason, so clearly it's gonna resonate with somebody. Somebody's gonna get the message. But with people saying, oh, like, because I feel like everything people only know about tarot or like candles and just rituals, period, it's always like some voodoo shit, or it's for love, or it's to keep a man. And clearly, like, that's not unheard of, but everybody is not like that. And the human people have to understand. They don't have to understand, but it's just facts that it's good and bad in everything. And you wouldn't know what good is without bad, and you wouldn't know what bad is without good. So therefore, it's good and bad in everything. It's nothing under the sun that's not good or bad. Hence why we have sun and moon sign. It's good and bad in everything. It's light and dark in everything. So because I may have came in or was introduced through tarot from a situation that was romantic, was a like with a man, like with the opposite sex. It was a relationship that brought me to spirituality. It wasn't, well, not to spirituality. It brought me to tarot. So it's like this, that showed me that love is just all things. Like when God want to get a message through to you, He's going to use love. So in my sense, whatever my shadows that I worked through and am still working through, it was triggered through love, through the heart space. Like, that's how God communicates with you. That's how Spirit communicates with you, um, through your heart chakra, through your heart space. So you receive good and you receive bad. It all depends on your heart. And that's why they say when you die, your heart must be the weight of a feather. So, but that is just like the people who think, oh, you an amateur, or you do dark magic, or you a fucking witch. I'm hearing the wicked witch from the Wild Wild West. But yeah, like, they gotta educate themselves. That don't have nothing to do with you. So it's just like, keep doing what it is that you doing. Don't worry about what the hell motherfuckers gotta say about what you doing. Because clearly, if they knew anything, they would know that, like I said, it's good and bad in all things. And they should go learn something before judging somebody. Because clearly, they have some shit that they need to work on. Even if they worrying about what the fuck you doing. Even if you is doing whatever you doing, what do that have to do with them? If you doing whatever you doing, you ain't bothering nobody, you not harming nobody, nobody is on your mind while you're doing it, why is what you doing concerning them so much? And it's like people be so intrigued by what you doing, and it could be anything. They just gonna watch and talk, don't even know what they really talking about, just talking because they got a fucking mouth. But yeah, I'm not gonna pull no cards today. I just wanted to come up here and just say that little spiel. Like, what you doing ain't bothering nobody. What I'm doing ain't bothering nobody. I'm in my space. I'm doing what it is I'm doing. I'm not hiding what it is that I'm doing. If you want to know what it is that I'm doing, not that it's any of your business, and that's why people don't come and ask you, versus them talking about you because they know it's not their business in the first place to ask you. So they play the sideline just talking shit, not even really knowing what they talking about because they shouldn't even be in your business in the first place, and that's why they don't want to come ask you because they know it's none of their business. And then it's like motherfuckers do shit to you in the background, and then when shit is happening to them, they want to say, "Oh, you throwing shit on them, you doing magic and that." No, no, bro. I'm minding my business, and you in my business, and that's why whatever the fuck is happening to you is your karma, because you should mind your business from the jump. Motherfuckers will come up in your energy, try to play in your energy field, and then when shit is happening to them, they still want to blame you. They forgetting the fact that they think because you don't know exactly what it is that you doing that the universe don't know. Like, you can't trick the fucking universe. I don't give a fuck what you doing behind my back. The Most High got my back and my motherfucking front. Like I said in my last video, motherfuckers will do shit, then wait around, play the back. Then they want to come check on you, make sure what's right. Everything is still good. That's right. Everything is still good. And getting better. Okay? I want to pull some cards from Soul's Journey real quick, then I'm going to end this. But yeah, I just felt the need to get that little spiel out. And then with Judgment at the bottom of the deck, it's like people, everything that motherfuckers is, like I said, people was doing shit to you, and now that shit is happening to them, they wanted to make fun of you. They wanted to ridicule you for, oh, she doing magic to try. She want to get in the tarot to try to get a man back. Oh, now she don't know what to do with herself. She just, no, I'm minding my business, doing what I was called to do. Not that I have to explain that to you because it's none of your business. If you focus on yourself, you will find the fucking calling and understand where the fuck I'm coming from. But you too busy worried about me. With worry. You too fucking busy worried about me. Okay? 14 on the phone, as I said that. You gotta stop. Oh, man. They wanna blame you and shit going on. No. You ain't bothering the soul. Man, look. I accept responsibility for my well-being. People don't want to accept the fact that what they did to you or people don't want to respect the fact that they caused whatever situation that they're in, they brought it upon themselves. You didn't do anything to nobody. And with the regret card coming out, it's like, yeah, they know. It's like, even though they doing that, they still know. Like, they know. Meanwhile, you living out your life purpose. You ain't fucking with nobody. Motherfuckers just so you wonder what she doing. Yeah, they need to surrender that bullshit. They want to be in control with judgment coming out again. Yeah. Yeah, let me get one more card. They need to, success. So I'm hearing while you surrendered, it's like y'all, look, while you surrendered to your life purpose and what it is that you was doing, you was going through so much. It was like, it was so hard. And then you got on your path. You knew it was a purpose. Like, you like, it's no way in hell I'm here to be sad, to go through shit. And even though a relationship may have triggered that in you, it sparked something. That's all that matters. And you surrendered. And motherfuckers who can't surrender to what it is that they did or doing, and they don't want to take responsibility, they keep throwing the blame, they get in judgment while you get in success. And with friendship at the bottom of the deck, it could be a fucking friend who was doing that shit, wishing shit on you. You let go of so many friends. Look, with trust and the fuck, you couldn't trust motherfuckers. You was going through your spiritual awakening, and it was like you already couldn't really. It was like this part of your life was something sacred and precious, and you had the whole, like, it's like you was holding on dear to it until you had full understanding. And then it was like you just knew, like, it's certain people I can't even really talk to this shit about. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. You don't feel obligated to explain to anybody what it is that you're doing or what path you taking, because motherfuckers is only going to talk about you and ridicule you anyway. They already doing it without you saying anything. So what's the point in going and telling them, oh yeah, you know, I picked up a new line of study, I'm researching the codes, it's none of they, what could they say? And I got the deck on empty. What could they say? And it's like most of them want to do that shit, but they scared of change. They scared of change. They hiding in the limelight. They doing shit. They watching readings. You feel me? But then they want to talk about you for being the reader. Make it make sense. How you gonna watch readings but talk about somebody being the actual reader? I'm hearing they only mad because it's you. Fair. Let that fair go. Fuck that shit. Let that fair go. Let me get one more. Empathy. Yeah. Wow. With acceptance at the bottom of the deck. So I just feel like you an empath, and it's like you empathize with people. That's why you don't give a fuck, because you understand that motherfuckers is not even like they not awake enough. They not even, you know how like when somebody wake you up and you still like half sleep but you up, like you up enough to, like, they could tell you something and you might be groggy or whatever, but you hear them, and then you might wake up later and you like, Oh, I remember them motherfuckers be knocked out. You be waking them up like, yo, this and that, I'm about to go. They don't hear a motherfucking thing. You heard? They don't hear shit. And it's like you accepting that. Like, all right, I woke you up. I told you I was going here to do this and do that. You ain't get up. That's on you. Like, meanwhile, you growing, and with growth and adversity, you just growing and seeing, like, you growing and expanding your awareness and understanding that with all these challenges that's coming your way, this is just how you learn and perfect your craft. Like I said, minding my business and perfecting my craft. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you.